It's Quinn and Cantera, PYX 106, 1-800-LAW-1010, 1-800-LAW-1010.com. Paul Harding from Martin Harding Mazzotti on the phone. Hey, Paul.
Hey, good morning, guys. Good morning.
So somebody referred to this law change as landmark legislation, and I know we've talked about this with you before, but we wanted to go over it again. When did the statute of limitations change in this law, Paul?
Yeah, so, historically, the statute of limitations, just to clarify, is sort of that time period at which you can bring a claim, and if you choose to bring a claim outside of that, you can't bring a claim at all. For example, in a motor vehicle accident, you have 3 years from the date of accident. If you decide to bring a claim 3 years and a day after, you're out of luck, you're gone. So in this situation, they took into account that victims of sexual abuse, these things tend to go into hiding for years, not just sometimes half a lifetime or beyond. No one even deals with it. So this law came about, and it said basically for a 1-year window, all victims, all childhood victims of sexual abuse are able to bring a civil claim regardless of how old they are. If it occurred under 18, they could be 70 years old now and bring a claim.
Well, I mean, it makes complete sense. I mean, some folks need, decades to work through stuff with therapy.
But for 1 year only, then what does the statute go into?
Yeah, so then it changes that you have up to 55 to bring the claim under the same set of facts. So it's going to be moving forward. If something's happening now and a claim is not brought, that in 20 years from now, that person could still do it. But again, at 56, they could not.
So, and then since this law just changed like a week or a little longer, have you guys seen a groundswell of people reaching out to you since this law changed?
We have. It was the media leading up to it, the news leading up to it. We received lots of inquiries. But no, once that hit, we've just a lot of people looking for information. We've been providing a lot of information to people. So, and of course, we've seen cases, so many of them filed. In large part, we saw that that the Catholic diocese and the Boy Scouts, but lots of other claims are being filed. So I think during this year, we'll see thousands of claims filed across the state.
So look, if you've been harboring or holding and you're working through something, get together with your therapist, and this is your window. I know you've been struggling out there, but this is your window, your opportunity to hold some people accountable. So I hope people do that.
But after this year where there's no statute of limitations, the statute of limitations then it becomes 55 years or until you turn 55? How's that work again?
Until you turn 55, you do that.
Okay.
We're finding it, to your point, people who've called and are sharing, and they said, look, we've shared this with no one. We haven't told my wife, my kids. I haven't told anyone.
Right.
This is the first time I'm talking about it, and these people are in their 30s and 40s. So, real tricky stuff, and, one of those topics that, it's kind of easy to not talk about. But again, this is a chance, and I think when people do have the vindication and they're able to face their accuser, that is a big part of their healing process.
If you go to the Martin Harding and Mazzotti website, there's a link there where you can get help, you can get more information. But then there's also a statistic over to the right that says 180,000 adolescent victims in the U.S. Oh. We assume that that's the number out there of people who haven't seeked help or filed information or for information or stuff?
Yeah, there's that much going on out there. And one by one, other states are starting to recognize the importance of this. Yeah.
I mean, to say nothing of the people that are living as adults with years and years of trauma and
yep. Well, every day. Yeah.
And this isn't like, Paul, just to say it one more time, this isn't just the clergy, just these big institutions like the Boy Scouts. This is any sexual assault when you're a child, right?
Yep, any sexual assault as a child, that statute of limitations for 1 year has been lifted for everyone.
All right,
great.
Very good, sir. Thank you, Paul. We appreciate the help. 1-800-LAW-1010, 1-800-LAW-1010.com. We'll see you later, buddy.
All right, talk soon, guys.
Quinn and Cantera. Morning.